According to the Sun Times, the family's independent pathology investigation found that Day's jaw may have been sawed out, and his brain, liver, spleen, and eyes could not be found. The report didn't determine a cause or manner of death either. Maybe it's because he was missing his brain. Welcome and all American Cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, Twitter followers, random YouTube viewer, and anybody else that might be watching. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio. I am the Theorizing Theorist, and today we're going to be going over all these crazy missing 411 cases that have turned deadly in the recent months. It makes me wonder, is there some type of sacrifice going on, like do the moons align in such a way to where sacrifices are on the increase? Because that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm curious about. I'm not saying Gabby Petito wasn't a victim to these weird rituals, but what if she was to distract from all the other deaths that have been happening? And I'll elaborate a little bit more, but to me it just seems very odd that a lot of deaths have been happening in recent months, especially the 3 in Moab, Utah, where Moab hasn't seen a murder since 2003, 2004, whatever it may be. So please keep an open mind and try to help me theorize down in the comment section below what you guys think is really afoot here. I even thought maybe Chuck Palahniuk, whatever his name is, was performing a ritual sacrifice to move up in the echelons, or the move up the ladder, the rungs of the ladder of the satanic cult to become a 33rd degree or whatever, a grand wizard, whatever the hell they call themselves. We're going to cover a story, a guy named, I do believe, Jelani Day. Now, lots of interesting things to be talked about in this case. So please lend me your ear. Please be sure to share this video far and wide. And without further ado, I'm going to present myself, because I'm going to bow out here and join back up in a second with a second video I made. Here we go. Mystery of grad student's death deepens with report of missing organs. And there's the gentleman there. From trending hashtags to circulating an online campaign to increase media coverage, social media users are demanding answers in the case of Jelani Day, a 25-year-old black graduate student who went missing in August before washing up in a river a week later. The case took a twisted turn last week when the Chicago Sun-Times reported that an independent pathology report commissioned by the family found that some of Day's organs and body parts were missing, seemingly contradicting an official autopsy. While Day's family have not publicly addressed the contradictions, his mother clarified Monday that Day's organs weren't missing, but she nevertheless suspects foul play and is furious with the lack of media attention. "My son did not put himself in a river," she said in a statement. Day was a graduate student at Illinois State University, where he was pursuing a medical degree in speech pathology. He was reported missing on August 24th after not attending classes for several days. The morning before he disappeared, he was captured on surveillance footage entering a Bloomington dispensary. On August 26th, his car was found about 60 miles outside of Bloomington. His body was discovered floating near the south bank of the Illinois River on September 4th, according to a Chicago area coroner, but it was not identified until September 23rd because of its condition. The LaSalle County coroner said that Day's organs had decomposed due to the length of time his body had been submerged in water. No cause or manner of death was given. But the family's attorney, Hallie Besner, said she was looking into other reasons the body deteriorated as much as it did. According to the Sun Times, the family's independent pathology investigation found that Day's jaw may have been sawed out, and his brain, liver, spleen, and eyes could not be found. The report didn't determine a cause or manner of death either. Maybe it's because he was missing his brain. No organs were missing. There were contradicting facts from the first preliminary autopsy compared to the second independent autopsy, but this is not a case of organ harvesting, Day's mother, Carmen Bolden Day, said in a statement Monday to Chicago's Fox affiliate. She added, "My son was murdered, and my goal and purpose are to find out what happened and hold those responsible accountable." At an October 10th funeral for Day, she said, "The journey does not stop here. I'm only getting ready to lay Jelani to rest, but I can't rest because I don't know what happened to him." Social media users have turned up the heat since the memorial, with some criticizing the lack of media coverage in comparison to the disappearance of Gabby Petito in Wyoming. See what I'm saying? Like, that... We're all asking, why, if this was a false flag. But I mean, hasn't anybody else noticed that there are a lot of deaths all of a sudden just popping up like crazy for the first time ever? 3 deaths in Moab and like 15, 20, whatever. All these other deaths we were finding and discovering, the geologist, this guy. I mean, the list goes on at this point. It's like a rash of people dying in weird ways, missing 411 ways, let's just say. So anyway, let's continue. Day's mother had been basically begging the media to pay her son's story the same attention that it had paid to Gabby Petito, and she'd been concerned that the authorities had been dragging their feet investigating her son's disappearance, one Instagram user said. Carmen Day says the focus on missing white women and not blacks is an abomination. Now, that's a terrible statement. Good God, Carmen Day, way to fuck up the whole damn thing. Journalist Roland Martin wrote on Instagram, I mean, all lives matter. I'm not going to get into that whole argument. That was like the focus should be on missing white women, and it should be on blacks or whatever, black women, or you get what I'm saying. I don't think this is a case that they're trying to make it seem like it's how is that racist to show too much attention to any case? Like, there's millions and millions and millions of white people's cases that don't get covered, right? One white person gets covered. Look at George Floyd. I said I wasn't going to get into this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me continue. Incident brings me back to learning about Emmett Till. Twitter user Swole World wrote, "I just can't believe this still happens. At least I don't want to believe. I haven't a clue what it'll take to heal wounds like this, but I'm steadily praying for peace and true justice. Rest in power, Jelani Day." The FBI Behavioral Unit has launched an investigation in addition to the LaSalle County Sheriff's Office probe. LaSalle County. So anyway, that's all I really have for you guys. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share this video on Facebook. Help this guy, Jelani Day, get some attention, I guess. Seems like he's trending already. I'm gonna have to try to find the hashtags that are trending to add them into the description of this. Oh, speaking of the description, please check it out for the PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. If you're so inclined to donate, I would very much so appreciate it. That's all I really have for you, though, guys. So please, like I said, just check the description box and hit the like button, subscribe, and as always, you know the routine. To God be the glory.